The Greyman does whatever a Greyman can. Can he make a comic feed? Yes, he can. He just did. Watch now. A video from Greyman. A video from Greyman.
Greymaniacs gather! I'm still going through box ZZ of my collection, my horror related ones, and this is a run that I'm trying to get, Marvel Comics Journey into Mystery. This is the second volume, I believe. A Tale of Timeless Terror by Robert E. Howard, creator of Conan. Dig me no grave. Just cool looking old Marvel horrors. That's a cool cover. I can't work out if this is blurry or not. Are you blurry? The cover looks blurry to me. That's definitely blurry. There you go. That's not blurry, is it? A Tale of Mountain Menace by Robert Bloch, author of Psycho. Yours truly, Jack the Ripper. And it's another box kind of cover that was quite popular at Marvel at this period, and they do look very nice actually. Something about it, even if the you know the picture's not all inside the box, but there's something about the box element and the people coming out of the box, and yeah, it's just they just look nice. They look nice. Right, this next one I did as a video at Halloween one point. The Shambler from the Stars, a H.P. Lovecraft tale. Pipe down back there, will ya? Nuts, that weirdo in cell 13 is yelling again about how something's coming to get him. Forget him, he'll never be safer than he is right here in jail. It lives, the Shambler from the Stars. Yeah. Not good. Not good for him. Let's blow it again. Oh, come on, camera. There you go. The Shambler from the Stars. This is how I got into buying this run, actually. I remember now, because I was buying the first appearances of the Necronomicon in Marvel and DC Comics. This is the first appearance of the Necronomicon, the Book of the Dead by H.P. Lovecraft in Marvel Comics. A Spine Tingler by H.P. Lovecraft, master of the macabre. At last, I'm safe, safe. There's nobody here, nobody but me and my shadow, the haunter of the dark. Ah, yeah, and it's got the Necronomicon in it. Ah, yeah, the Necronomicon. This one's got Demysterious Cultus or something, and it's another book from Lovecraftian lore. Actually, I think it was one of his friends who made that one. I can't remember now. One of his fellow writers who wrote within the Cthulhu mythos. Demysterious, some kind of Latin kind of name. Anyway, good Lord, I came here seeking a demon. Something you will never tell anyone ever. And the demon is you. That was... I'm a bit out of order. Never mind. A Tale of Midnight Menace by Robert Bloch, author of the Psycho. So say author of Psycho. The Shadow from the Steeple. This might also be in the Cthulhu mythos kind of, because Robert Bloch was a contemporary of Lovecraft, and they did have correspondence with each other. And I remember there was two writers, I can't remember if it was Bloch and Lovecraft, who kind of like did I think it was like a trilogy where one wrote one story, the other wrote the next story in the thing, and in Lovecraft's one he had a character killed who was by the name of Bloch or something like that, and in Bloch's story it was a character called Howard Phillips who was killed. I think something like that. I can't remember the exact name. I could be getting the authors mixed up as well, but it was some kind of crossover between the writers, but I can't remember it off the top of my head, and I'm probably getting it all arse over tit as I normally do. Right, number 6. You always wanted to know what I carried around in this box, didn't you? Well, now you know. What was the sinister secret of Mr. Wimple? Mr. Wimple. I can't remember. I think these are original stories. I mean, they're obviously not really, they're comic versions of proper written stories, but I don't think they're reprints, is what I was trying to say. I don't think they're reprints of older Marvel material. There might be a couple of stories in there which are reprints, though, actually. Some's original, so I think some may be reprints. Well, I don't have number 7, unfortunately. Journey into Mystery. Winged Death came out of the night, plus 3 more of the most fearful features ever. And there's a guy getting attacked by a giant bee. I think I showed this on a Slingers episode one time. It was insects or something like that. Can't go wrong with giant bee. Your stay on Earth has ended, mortal, and now it is time for death. What is the startling secret behind the coffin of hell? This one only cost me £3. It's very cheap for... Don't really see these going that cheap, to be honest. I was quite happy to get that for £3. They're normally about 6, 7, 8, that kind of price. Sometimes 12, you know. I want to finish this run. I think I've been trying to look for them on eBay, but they all tend to be in America, and like I can't bother with shipping. So, you know, we'll get there eventually. Right. So that's number 9. Don't have number 10 or 11. Next one I have is 12. It's another one that we showed on Cover Slingers. The Kiss of the Undead. Listen to this, honey. This old book claims his house is haunted by a vampire. Who are they trying to kid? And I did show it. I can't remember what it was. I think it might have been Biting Cut Week. And you can see she's been bitten in the neck. And it was all like, oh, that's not biting, blah, blah, blah. You know they do. You know they do. They make complaints. Not as good as my complaints. My complaints are much better. And obviously all my complaints are correct. But, yeah, anyway. It's a good one. Number 12. Right, number 13. He stalks the trackless Himalayas. Attack of the Abominable Snowman. Tales to blow your mind. Plus 3 more tales to shock and to startle. So if you fancy being shocked and startled, this is the comic for you. Look at that beauty. It's been a bit rough with that poor lady. That's no way you ask a lady to dance. The thing on the moon. No water, no life, nothing. The moon is a dead world. Oh yeah, apart from the giant lizard thing that's poking him through your side hatch. Oh dear. I think I might show this on Slingers as well. I think it was Shocked Expressions Week or something like that. Or, yeah, I seem to recall. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool cover. This one I think is a reprint story inside. So maybe they started as originals and they went reprint after a while. From the heart of a raging volcano to the streets of a terrified city, the molten monster walks. Plus 3 more Marvel monster masterpieces. It's a walking volcano thing. Relax, darling. There's nothing here to be afraid of. Death lurks within this mummy case. Pretty cool cover, I would say. Pretty darn cool cover. This one I showed on Cover Slingers as well. I think again for the gasp expression. Quick, honey, let's get out of here before the monster sees us. Unhumans walk among us. Plus more startling spine tinglers in the macabre Marvel manner. It was annoying. I said that wrong, didn't I? Never mind. Ruined it. Completely ruined it. Oh, number 18. After centuries of imprisonment, I'm free. Free to crush the world. The Thing from the Sinister Swamp. This is like the Thing from that last comic when it was on another planet. Huh? What do you think, guys? It's very similar. Maybe the first one was more reptilian, this one's more amphibian-like. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, that was it. That was the last journey into mystery. I think there might be 19. I think so. I've got about 4 so missing from that. Yeah. Anyone got any of those they want to send my way or do a swap or something? Let me know. This one is the one that I got. I can't remember where I got this from. I think I got it in a lot of comics that I've got, and I thought, well, I'm going to keep it. It's a one-off stories, so it's fine. It's number 36 of Where Monsters Dwell. Look at the size of those prints. According to these tracks, the monster we're pursuing must be around here someplace. Attack of the Missing Link. Looks like Werewolf by Night to me. Where Monsters Dwell. That's a good name of the title as well. I won't be adding it to my list of ones to pick up though, because there's too many. Got too many comics I'm already buying. Can't be adding new ones to it. Right. And a one-off, The Heap, the nightmare who could not die. The beasts of Bedlam battle for a sleeping beauty. The Heap confronts man's most ghoulish foe, Sinister Swamp. And I think I showed this on Cover Slingers again during a Death Week, I think it was, to do with like death. Because this Sinister Swamp looks like the Grim Reaper. And I just love this cover. It's got everything. It's got gravestones. It's got a shadowy figure in the background. It's got this huge scythe guy. Got the Heap. You've got a swooning maiden in a red dress. Purple background. It's good stuff. A nice purple top as well. Awesome. I kind of like the Skyward Comics logo as well. A lamppost. I feel like a little pup, like it's like a little pup sign hanging off it. Anyway, and the last lot I'm going to show you now. This is a run I'm trying to complete. There's so many like DC horror runs, and I thought to myself, I'm going to try and concentrate on one DC horror run, and then I keep on buying other ones as well. But this is the one I'm kind of trying to. This is the one I'm most can't remember what I was going for there. Logistically, I don't know. Most realistically, I might be able to fill up one point because it's not like 100 issues. It's like 45 issues, I think. It's Secrets of Haunted House, and none of them are super expensive. But you don't get to see them. They don't see them around that often. But this is number 1. Little kids carrying underneath the boat there. Kids carrying from a monstrous menace is quite a popular motif on sci-fi books, horror books. I'm not sure if it's the same guy who does it all the time, but there's definitely got to be a Cover Slingers for the future. Cowering kids covers. I might add that next time if I ever win again. I'm currently the Cover Slingers champion. I won the Love Week because obviously everybody loves me. Right, that's number 1. And then the next one I've got is not till number 10. The Devil's Deadliest Deal, plus a medieval monster piece. I think this might be the one that I did a video for Halloween. I think Bill from Comics Man's Musings did the voice of the devil. I think it's this story, though I could be mistaken. I got a little run of these the other day. This is one of them, number 11. We defy you to unlock the shattering secrets of Haunted House. Run, or you too will be trapped by the Picasso fever. Number 11. Number 18. There is only one way to drive the demons from you. We shall burn them from your soul. What reaches from hell through the fiery pit of doom. Interesting. Right, number 27. What a great pose. You're acting as if you really see a walking mummy. A chilling tale that will turn your blood as cold as Isis. I'm guessing Isis must be the name of the risen mummy or something. As cold as Isis. Jewel of Darkness. So, interesting magical jewel cover here. Be patient, my darling, for soon this man's living body will be yours. I actually showed this on Cover Slingers this week. The love covers. I said this woman loves her dead partner so much that she's willing to kill another man to let her beloved soul go into a living man and basically take over his body. That's love, all right. No love for the poor guy who's going to have his soul destroyed or thrown out of his body, but you know, love for her ex-lover. Then the Secrets of Haunted House started off with Destiny as the horror host, the book host kind of thing. I thought he was really cool. I liked him. Then later on, they brought in Mr. E, and I'm guessing this is where Mr. E first came about in DC Comics. He's quite a cool character. Vampires and werewolves, it's the legions from hell. I die now, Mr. E, but only to rise again and destroy you. New, the origin of the twice cursed man. And it became more continuous story rather than like three different horror tales each issue. There was an ongoing one with Mr. E and his secretary, an Irish girl. I can't remember what her name was. Yeah, I only read one recently. That's why I kind of remember that a little bit. I don't think they threw the whole book. I think they're just featured in one of the stories. I can't remember now. I've been reading them this week, so yeah. So yeah, he's only in the last story, and Destiny's still in there. Tales of Destiny. Actually, no, he's not in the last story. I looked at that wrong, didn't I? I thought I saw that. I know he's in this last one. Yeah, that was a flashback to what happened before. So there's a few stories in here. Oh yeah, vampire pirates. Oh yeah, the tiger, the were-tiger woman, and there's Destiny there. I'm actually going to do a little feature on some horror stuff on my next Patreon video. I've got to do my video for my handful of Patreons who support my channel, and I like to do an extra bonus video for them every month. So I decided I was going to do something on some horror tales for this month's Patreon video. Number 33. Can the dead ever rest? Read of life and death and voodoo drums. Mr. E unlocks the shattering secrets of Haunted House. And there's Mr. E. The thing about Mr. E, he's blind. He's a blind guy, but he can still see evil and the forces of darkness. In later DC continuity stories, I'm not sure what he's up to now. I think even more recently, I think he's been shown as a villain for Constantine at some point. And also before that, when Tim Hunter, the Books of Magic guy, came along, it was going to be the new future of magic in the DC universe kind of thing. And he went on like a quest talking to other magicians to be taught stuff. And they took him to Mr. E, and Mr. E had flipped his lid. I think he must have seen some potential evil in him, so he was trying to kill him. And it was told in that more adult imagining of the character that the reason he was blind is because his father had scooped his eyeballs out of a spoon. Ugh. It's like, ugh, okay, thanks for that. Mr. E in the lair of Lady Frankenstein. Aren't you glad I told you that? Aren't you glad I informed you of that little thing? Actually, that might have been in his own 3-parter, actually. I think that was in his own 3-part story. I can't remember if Timothy Hunter was in that. I can't remember now. Forget. This is one of the ones that I bought as a kid. I had this as a kid, and I ended up selling it because I thought I got to concentrate on just doing superhero stuff because I ain't got room for all these other things. I should concentrate just on superheroes. And then here I am buying bloody well more war comics and bloody horror comics. Not too many war, but I wouldn't mind getting a run of the weird war tales, actually. They're quite fun. And I do love the Creature Commandos and G.I. Robot. Those are the ones that I had as a kid, a few of those. Yeah, this is a cool story. This is one of those stories that stuck in my head for quite a while. I think about it whenever I'm near the sea. It's like a sea hag, a sea monster. And she keeps falling in love with land-dwelling people and dragging them down to the bottom of the water. And she's always sad because for some reason they stop moving around. And why do they stop moving around? I don't understand it. It was so full of life. And so I bring them down here to be my bride. Be my not my bride, but my groom. And they just stop moving around. I don't understand it. So basically she's drowning them without realising what she's doing. Who dares defy the shaman's curse? Extra, a new Mr. E adventure. A bit of a punk rock shaman, if you ask me. Maybe meant to be a Native American. Now that you know my true identity, Mr. E, you shall be the next to die. He's returned from hell, the twice-cursed man, in another battle against Mr. E. So it's mystery, Mr. E, mystery, mystery, Mr. E. Do you get it? Do you get it? It's a play on words. He's a mystery. It's called Mr. E, and he's a mystery. Yeah, I thought I'd, just in case you hadn't picked up on that. Anyway, for the really dumb kids in the back of the class, that was a play on words. Honey, the attic will be a perfect playroom for Benji and his friends. I told you that extra space would come in handy. The Joe Kubert cover. I don't think you want to be sending Benji up into the attic somehow. There's an entity there. I'm not sure if you can actually see the entity. I'm guessing he can't because he's been up there and looked around. Or if the entity just suddenly appeared. But yeah, that attic looks dangerous. That's number 41. Number 43. Dig the Plant Man. Strange hippie looking one. See, some of these covers actually, look at these Tales of Haunted House, Secrets of Haunted House, sorry, don't look that horrified, you know what I mean? They don't really look like horror covers. Well, this one says Passing of the Power. This just looks like a magician. And the last one I've got, number 46, Boogeyman will get ya in Secrets of Haunted House. And there's a bunch of tiny little witches attacking this guy. Kind of feel it needs more skeletons and ghosts and zombie covers, to be honest. Right, and that's it. That's my Secrets of Haunted House and my journey into mystery books from Box ZZ. Cheers for sticking around and checking them out. Coming next time, I'm going to be going through my Phantom Strangers. And it's going to be quite a long video because I've got quite a lot of Phantom Strangers. Until that time, have a great amazing day. And may all your news be good news. Pow! Have a great amazing day. I'll have a great amazing day. Have a great amazing day. I hope you have a great amazing day.